Hello and welcome back. Last time the SSS completed their first mission, albeit with some help at the very end, to explore the Geofront A sector. Everything was going well until a massive monster appeared and a man from the Bracer Guild had to show up to help save them. This time, we continue off with Lloyd going to ask the others what they want to do and if they actually want to stay with the group, learning what they know now. I have a guide pulled up. I decided, you know what, it's probably better if I just get one, since I do kind of want this to function as like a what to do to get certain things kind of. Oh, cutscene. Phew. What a great view. It's a very nostalgic one. Crosswell's really grown. The city where Uncle lives, like, wow. I biffed that. The city where Uncle lives is by no means small, but compared to this, it doesn't hold a candle. Uh, he calls someone else uncle, but I believe the uncle he means here is like his actual uncle, and that is over in the east in Calvard, which I'll show a map eventually of that. I'm finally home, aren't I? A kitty! Huh? A cat? If you live here, I imagine you must have been a tenant way longer than the SSS has. Sorry about barging into your home like this. Don't worry, I won't be long. Kitty. Making yourself right at home, aren't you? Then again, you probably lived here for quite some time. This moment was like, it felt so cozy. It's locked. It's supposed to be a spare room. Well, no reason to mess with it now. Let's check out this one. I guess it should be Tio's room. She's probably already asleep, though. No one home? I can't hear her moving around. She's not in her room? I think this is the room Ellie was assigned. Hope she isn't asleep already. Who is it? It's me, Lloyd. Are you busy right now? I can come back later if so. Oh no, you can come on in. The door should be unlocked. Alright, thanks. I know it doesn't look like much to us because it's poor graphics, but I'm assuming to him this would be like a really, really fancy looking room. Your timing's good. I just finished cleaning up. Would you like to take a seat? I'll brew some tea if you like. Oh no, you don't need to do all that. Judging from your room, you've already made your decision. Oh, regarding my assignment here? To be honest, I wasn't sure at first, but I decided to give it my best shot. That's so. I can see you're still undecided. I don't blame you for that one bit. I can't help but feel the whole plan for this department is a bit of reach. How so? Based on what we were told, it was only created to help the government and the CPD save face, right? It lacks the basic guiding principles of division, and its objectives and procedures are only loosely defined. And if we're unable to produce results, the division will likely be dissolved for budgetary reasons before long. Yeah, I can't help but draw the same conclusion. But if you already knew that, why stay, Ellie? Do you have some reason? Well, I thought it'd be a good way to see the truth for myself. Oh? Just kidding. Honestly, I doubt I'll stay a member for the police forever. Well, it's not too big a deal if this position takes me off my intended career track. I guess that makes sense. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how'd you end up with the CPD? Well, to put it simply, this was my way of getting some real work experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I received perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. You think so? It's pretty rare for rookies to have already earned their detective license, though. You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd? Well, that's... Perhaps it'd be best to continue this talk after we've officially become coworkers. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Sorry, and thanks again for being so considerate. Of course. If you were to ask for my personal opinion, however, I'd be happier if you decided to stay. You would? Since we're rookies, there's a lot we can still improve on. But today you showed that you could lead us through whatever unfamiliar situations we might face. Your instructions were precise and quick, so I was able to confidently provide support. That means a lot, Ellie, really. Thanks for talking with me. I think I'll go do a bit of self-reflection. Of course, anytime. Good night, Lloyd. Night, Ellie. That interaction was so cute. And you can talk to her again right after. It's only our first day, but we sure were thrown right into it. Guess I'm a bit worn out. I'll probably turn in early once I'm done writing in my diary. That sounds like a good idea. Good night, Ellie. Let's go down. So back to where Lloyd's room was. Let's check here. The Chief. What's up, kid? I'll repeat it for you. It's well within your power to decline your assignment to the SSS. You already earned your detective qualifications, so I imagine you'll just be reassigned to one of the investigative divisions. I recommend you spend tonight thinking it over. It's locked. This must be a spare room. No reason to mess with it now. This is Randy's room. I heard of moving some stuff around there not too long ago, so we should still be up. Who's it knocking? It's me, Lloyd. Can we talk for a bit? Sure, man, come on in. Make yourself home. Ah, Randy's room. Welcome to my humble abode. You all done unpacking your stuff already? No, not yet. Seems like you've already made your decision too, Randy. Oh, about whether I'm going to decline the assignment? Doesn't seem like there'd be too much desk work, so the job sounds like it's right up my alley. Having my home and workplace in the same building would be nice too, so I'm planning on sticking around to see how it all shakes out. Got it. You still thinking it over? Can't say I'm surprised. I doubt you'd be happy to see that detective license of yours go to waste if you busted your ass to get it, huh? That's part of it. This whole thing just feels like a step backwards from my goal, though. Your goal? Don't worry about it. It's nothing too important. That reminds me. How exactly were you recruited in the first place, Randy? You're older than the rest of us, but you didn't attend the police academy, right? That's right. How I ended up being assigned here, huh? You really want to know? Yeah, if you don't mind sharing, of course. Oh, if you insist. Thing is, I got in a bit of trouble with the ladies at my last workplace. What? Well, everyone found out I'd been dipping my quill in a few too many bottles of the company ink, if you catch my drift. Just as I was about to get the boot, old man Sergey snatched me up. Guess it was all according to Adios' plan, huh? Where did you work before, Randy? Oh, right, the Crossbell Guardian Force. More specifically, I was stationed at the Bellegarde Gate, into the fortress facing the Empire. The Guardian Force? That makes sense. No wonder you can swing that halberd of yours like it's a nothing. Trust me, when you're stationed that close to the border, there's absolutely nothing to do but train, patrol, and train some more. But hey, perk of working in Crossbell City full-time is I can chill over the entertainment district whenever I want. Phew, definitely made the right choice, leaving the CGF. Well, I can relate with wanting to live in the city. A man after my own heart. You know, I've already scoped out a couple places with some absolute smoking gals working in them. Hey, if we do officially become coworkers, I say we hit the town and celebrate, eh? Mademoiselle seems a bit too prim and proper, and kids don't belong where we'd go. Well, besides a guy's night out. Sure, I'll think about it, Randy. God, I love Randy! The GOAT! I get how you feel, though. Probably tough to come to a decision after everything we were told. How about how about taking the night to mull things over? Hey, if we do become coworkers, I say we hit the town and celebrate. I'll consider it. Go down again. It's Tio. Oh, Tio, there you are. What are you doing down here? Hello, Lloyd. As you can probably deduce, I'm checking on our terminal. The terminal? You mean all that stuff there? Yes. These are all components of an improved orbital terminal based on ZPF's Capel computer system. With this, we'll be able to receive data and information from the CPD's main building via the orbital network. Let's rewind a bit. You lost me. Again, you will come to learn of some of the technology in this world, and then be baffled at how other things are new. So far, we have seen cars and trains as vehicles of transportation. And the difference between them and real life is that these have no emissions because they use orbital energy. So all that they leave is spent quartz, which can just be recharged. So, wow, cars that you never have to refill because the orbital engine lasts like 40 years? Amazing! Trains that you only gotta refill like once every 20 years? Wow! But a cell phone is still super new. And computers are just now being made. How should I explain this? Lloyd, what is the extent of your knowledge about the Orbital Network project? The Orbital Network? I occasionally see articles about it in the newspaper, but I can't say I fully understand what it is. I think I read something about the Epstein Foundation proposing the project. Originally, the Orbital Network project began as a collaboration between the Foundation and Zeiss Central Factory. Now it progresses primarily due to the efforts of the Epstein Foundation. Its large-scale testing stage is currently taking place right here in Crosswell City. This terminal is part of it. I can't say I follow that well. In the end, what's this project trying to accomplish? Simply put, it is technology that improves upon traditional communication devices. In addition to having communication functions, it links terminals through orbital computing, constructing an efficient information network. That is, essentially, the project in terms you might understand. I barely understood any of that. So basically, it's equipment that will make contacting HQ easier and optimize the chain of command in the city. If you were only taking into account this terminal, you would be incorrect. You would not be incorrect. While terminals are not my specialty, I can operate this one for us. Considering the future, I suppose I should become more acquainted with it. Oh. I'll take that to mean you don't even think about refusing this assignment, Tio? Hmm? Actually, before that, when I was your age, all I wanted to do was play with my friends. But you said you were transferred here from the Foundation. Tio, you are being forced to work here, right? What? Don't tell me you actually are? I admit I might know your situation, but you shouldn't tolerate something like that. If you need help, I'll be more than happy to... Please calm down. No one is forcing me to work. Rather, this recent transfer was the result of a selfish request of mine. Huh? I have my own reasons for being in Crossbell. That is all there is to it. Besides, I think it would be prudent to worry about yourself before others, right, Lloyd? Yeah. You make a good point, Tio. Sorry if I overstepped my bounds there. It is fine. Being too soft-hearted might have negative ramifications on your detective work, however. Unlike bracers, your occupation involves treating suspects with skepticism, right? You really don't pull any punches, do you? Maybe I still am naive. Here I was thinking I disciplined myself enough through the police's academy training. Oh boy, you did not. But I guess training alone isn't enough to make me a true detective. Tio? I have completed my maintenance of this terminal. Construction work on the orbital cables is scheduled for tomorrow, so I believe I'll go to sleep now. Ah, okay. Night, Tio. Hope you sleep well. Thank you. If you'll excuse me. Good night, Lloyd. We love Tio. Seems like all three of them have really put a lot of thought into things. And here I am, still undecided. Man, I'm just thinking in circles now. This is getting me nowhere fast. Maybe some fresh air will do me some good. What a nice breeze. Oh wow, that's right, I can see Belheim Apartments from here. I'm sure someone else is living in our old place now. I think Cecile's family is still in the building at least. I should pay them a visit once I find time. It's been 3 years since then. After Uncle's family took me in, I eventually enrolled in the Crosswell Police Academy. I studied and trained like a madman. Thanks to that, I managed to pass the detective qualification exam. But in the end, what did I actually want to accomplish after becoming a detective? Hey! Oh, it's you two. We've been looking everywhere for you. Went to the police department, but they told us you weren't around. Who knows about this place, though? This is it, right? Where this SSS works? Yeah, that's the place. But what did you come all the way here for? Well, actually, we thought we ought to thank you for today. Really? If you hadn't been there, those monsters would have hurt us pretty bad. So that's why we came to thank you. Wow, thanks to you two, that really means a lot. Don't forget you guys are nothing compared to Arios. But compared to the rest of the CPD, I guess you're not so bad. So you just gotta make sure you work hard to catch up to him, okay? Come on, you. We came to thank him. Why are you trying to lecture him? He's right, though. We will have to work as hard as we can. By the way, where do you two live? I can escort you guys home if you want. Oh, no worries. West Street's right over there, so I'm good. I live in the residential district, but I should be fine. But, could you tell Ellie and the others that we stopped by, too? Sure, I'll let them know. Be safe on your way back, okay? We will. Goodbye. You really are a simple guy, Lloyd Bannings. All it took to lift your spirits was a thank you from those kids. Well, I guess in the end, everything depends on the way I choose to feel about it. Word of advice, Lloyd. To be a man, you have to be willing to tackle the issues you're facing head on. Follow your heart and intuition, and grasp the truth with your own two hands. If you can do that, you'll be able to see what exactly it is that you want to do. Yeah, that's right. If I don't at least put myself out there, I won't come to understand anything. The phone ringing. A phone call? The standard phones exist, but cell phones don't really. Hello? You've reached the Crossville Police Department Special Support Section. Lloyd? Lloyd, is it you? Cecile? Thank goodness, it really is you. When I contacted the police department, they told me to call this number. The Special Support Section, was it? Is that the division you're assigned to? Well, nothing's official yet. More importantly, I'm really sorry, Cecile. I meant to stop by first thing, but... Oh no, don't worry about it. I should have gone to greet you when you arrived at the station. Please, it's fine, Cecile, I promise. After all, work is busy, right? We can meet up once you're able to get some time off. Aw, don't be like that. How can you be so distant to someone who's practically your sister? I haven't seen you in 3 years, you know. Alright. We'll find a way to make time somehow. And I'll make sure to go see Uncle Miles and Aunt Late tomorrow, too. Good to hear it. They'll love that. Mom and Dad have been really worried about you all this time, but I'm so happy. You finally come back to Crossbell. Yeah, I'm home, Cecile. Welcome home, Lloyd. Looks like he went to bed. So, what are your answers? No objections here. Looking forward to working with you. Besides, you're the one who dragged me to the CPD in the first place. Sure you don't want me to recommend you to the 1st Division? They'd probably really benefit from some with your combat prowess. Yeah, I'll pass. Honestly, I'd rather join back up with the Guardian Force than be stuck in some stuffy office job like that. Fair enough. What about you, Ellie? I will also accept the position. I'm glad to be working with you, Chief Sergei. Glad to hear it. And to be frank, I don't expect someone like you to be here. I figure the higher-ups recommended you, because the division is just involved taking care of busy work. But I'm sure you're aware this assignment won't be anywhere near easy, right? Yes, we're sir. I'm looking forward to taking on such challenging work. Good answer. Well, Tio, do I even need to ask? Not at all. This position was part of the agreement from the start. More importantly, the orbital cables are scheduled to be wired this evening. I would like to be the one to set up the terminals, if you do not mind. Yeah, I was counting on it. So, 3 down, 1 to go. Lloyd Bannings, a Crossbell Police Academy graduate who earned high marks in both written exams and practical training. And then went on to ace the CPD's detective exam. You ask me, you might be a bit overqualified for this team. Someone like you'd find success whenever division you were assigned to, I'm sure. Hell, I bet no one here would blame you if you walked right out that door. With that in mind, still have any lingering doubts? No, sir, not at all. I look forward to working under you, Chief Sergei. Glad to hear it. Lloyd. Well, that's no fun. Here I was looking forward to watching you squirm around trying to come to a decision. Sir. Oh, that settles that. I'll give you guys the rest of the day off. Keep in mind, you'll be busy as hell starting tomorrow, though. Be prepared to work your asses off. Oh, and Tio, terminal's all yours. Roger. Ah, one more thing. Let's start this off right. Lloyd Bannings. Sir. Ellie McDowell. Sir. Randy Orlando. Sup. Tio Plato. Sir. As of 9 a.m. today, I officially approve your new assignments. Welcome to the Special Support Section. Look forward to the amount of different jobs will be thrown at you. As initial investigation expenses, the team received 1,000 Mira. I'm trying to remember, our beloved goddess, aid us who art in the sky. We beseech thee, open thine heavenly gates for the soul running toward your loving embrace. Well, that's a flashback. I couldn't believe the news when I first heard it. Someone like him, passing away this young? Wasn't he about to get married to that beautiful fiancée of his, too? Why do things end up like this? Why? Damn it all. What the hell are the police doing? One of their own was killed. Are they gonna let this become another unsolved case? It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. If I remember right, his parents passed away a while ago too, didn't they? How will his younger brother handle all this? Lloyd, are you okay? Please don't put yourself. I know you haven't been sleeping much recently. I could say the same for you, Cecile. I'm sorry you had to help me with so much of this. I should have taken care of it myself. Stop that, Lloyd. We're basically family. Of course I'm gonna help you. Besides, Guy was my... Cecile... I'm so sorry, Lloyd. I know that you're hurting the most out of all of us. I'm sure things won't be easy from now on, but please don't forget that I'm here for you. Until you can stand on your own 2 feet, I'll watch over you. Be prepared to see many a sad cutscene. I really was a brat, wasn't I? Shouldn't have been so stubborn. Should have stayed with her. I'm home, Guy. Sorry for not stopping by sooner. Guess I still need to work on my stubbornness. But I'm here now. I'm back. Came back to Crossfell to be a detective in the CPD, same as you. Still got a long way to go to catch up to you, and I was assigned to this weird division. But I'm going to do my best with the hand I've been dealt. So keep watching over me, Guy. Well, time to get started on your first official job at the SSS. Though maybe I should give you some more information before we get ahead of ourselves. Lloyd, grab your detective notebook. Yes, sir. Flat notebook with the police crest, eh? Looks like the real deal. We can also use this to identify ourselves as police officers, right? That's right. There's also a manual with the rules and regulations inside. Heck, it's even got info about your battle ordnance. Pretty good reference to have. However, its most important purpose is to keep track of your investigation reports. Investigation reports? Lloyd, you explain. Yes, sir. Tell me this is the police academy, so I suppose you others wouldn't know. The CPD maintains the rule that all of its investigations are to be carefully and thoroughly documented. After investigation is assigned to you, you must report its status and keep track of its progress in a notebook. The reports we submit will be based on our notebook entries, which will inform our evaluations and any special allowances from the department. That's why it's important to take detailed and concise notes. I see. That makes enough sense. Sounds boring as hell. That ain't what I signed up for. That's the gist of it. However, the situation with the SSS is slightly different from those other divisions. You have your standard investigations, of course. You also have the support requests coming in. Support requests? See you, if you will. Sir. Over here, everyone. Oh, this is from the other day. Isn't this the terminal you were busy hooking up to the orbital network? Yes, I finished configuring it yesterday. The terminal will be left running and can be accessed at any time. After you log on, this screen will display. Hey, a bunch of text showed up. So this is where we'll get our support requests? Right. Aside from official missions from the department, you also get requests from other sources. Could be from citizens or tourists. Heck, you might even get jobs from the government every now and then. Support requests are optional, but if you decide to skip some, odds are the Bracer Guild will snatch them up. Oh. I see how it is. By doing support requests, we take some of the guild's popularity for ourselves. These support requests will mimic their own line of work to sway public favor. Yep, though I expect it'll happen at a snail's pace. Besides that, I'm sure HQ will rope you in to help when they get busy. Patrolling the city, doing some menial paperwork, who knows? You're kidding, right? That's all part of the job, Randy. Has the terminal already started receiving the requests then? Why don't you take a look for yourselves? Just don't forget to keep track of them in your notebook. Yes, sir. Let's check. Support request explanation. Urgent. Crosswell Police, reception desk. Hello, everyone. Congratulations on being appointed to the new Special Support Section. As first order of business, allow me to give you a rundown and submitting reports for all your assignments. Please come by the reception desk at the CPD. Sorry to trouble you. Quest started. So this whole thing is a big internal memo system, huh? Guess now I just gotta head down to HQ and get the details, right? Yeah, sounds like it. I think I'm finally starting to get a grasp on what the orbital network's all about. Unlike telephones, which are purely auditory, the orbital network can transmit text and images. I've heard about it before, but now that I've seen it in practice, I can certainly see how it would be advantageous in all sorts of situations. Yes, as we speak, beta testing is being conducted throughout Crosswell State. This system the police department has implemented is one such example. Though I hear the guild has also started experimenting with terminal systems too. That should be enough to get you started. How about you guys work with that support request that just came in? Understood. But, what do we do after that? I'd love to say, do whatever you feel like, but you can bet that real requests will start pouring in after your electrocuted egg shoot is over. Let's see. Considering this is your first assignment, try completing this as a statement to your HQ saying that you're capable of police work. That should shut them up for a while. Is that really all it's going to take? Oh, and Lloyd, why don't you give everyone a tour of the city on the way there? A tour of the city? Why? You'll be the ones protecting the place, so it only makes sense for you all to learn what kind of place it is. Oh, and be sure to stop by the weapons shop and orbital store right outside. As police officers, those places will be pretty handy in the future. Understood. Make sure to pay them a visit. I'll be in my office most of the time. Probably either reading a magazine or taking a nap. If you run into any problems, don't bother me. You're smart kids, so figure it out yourselves. Well then, I'll have to go. Wait a minute. There goes our boss, everyone. Are we really gonna be okay? I fear the road ahead of us will be difficult. Anyway, this is our first real assignment. Let's walk around the city for a bit first and take care of that support request. There's no need to rush just because this is our first official mission. Let's take our time and get a feeling for things. I agree. Understood. Time to hit the road then. When you inspect the terminal at the SSS and choose check requests, a list of available support requests are displayed. These requests are completely optional, but completing them earns you Mira and DP. So, we now have our first quest. First things first, I want to take everyone up top to go meet the kitty. Oh, there's a cat up here. You're too adorable. Seems like this has been his home for far longer than it's been ours. Actually, he's probably been here since the Crosswell Times stopped using this place as their main office. What's your name, little fella? His name is Cop. Is that the name you just came up with, Tio? It's really cute. No, I was not the one who originally named him. Regardless, I think it would be best if we stick with Cop. No complaints here. Let's try and bring the guys some food every now and then, huh? That is something you're going to want to do. There is a reward for feeding Cop food every chapter. I will be doing my best to remember to do that. You don't need to do it for this chapter because it's very difficult to do that, and they knew that. But in the future, you will want to feed him every time for a great reward. We can go talk to Chief real quick. Taking care of smaller support requests is a special support section's job. It's up to you whether you complete them or not, but at least to the police department later. And if you want to learn about fine-tuning your enigmas, you should stop by the orbital store too. Roger that. So, first things first, he said we should check out the weapons shop, so why don't we go there? Weapons. Gerond Armory. As much as I want to welcome you in to have a look around, I'm afraid you're out of luck. I can't buy a weapon and crossbow without a license, kid, so if this is a prank, then beat it. We're actually from the CPD, sir. Sorry for the confusion. You're all police officers? Oh, you must be those kids Sergey told me about. Alright, feel free to take a look around the shop. Ready to check out Show Me Your Detective Notebook. I'll substitute as a license. Here, you can buy weapons and armor. You'll always be able to buy the starter, or I guess for each area. You'll be able to buy the best weapon from the previous chapter, which is the one you'd probably have on, and the best weapon for the current chapter that you can buy. In this case, I could buy a copy of Striker for Lloyd, or Hardbreaker. Now you may be wondering, why can I buy Striker if I already have it? That's because I didn't show this, but you can actually remove characters' weapons. If you do, they no longer get the stat buffs from the weapons, and it also makes them have much less range. In the case of Ellie, she has 5 range by default. If you take off the weapon, she goes down to just melee range. And her damage also goes down dramatically. There's no reason you'd want to do this, but technically you could, and you're able to sell these old weapons for a little bit of money. Speaking of, we have just enough to get Hardbreaker for Lloyd, and let's equip it. And I want to get Solid Shocker for Randy. There's a reason I'm only getting it for these two. Money is going to be tight for a while. Like, ugh. You really got to make sure you are, like, penny pinching at all times. I have 2 tier bombs. I think I'm going to want way more of those later. Along with weapons, you can also buy armor, but it's just the same one everyone has, and some accessories that are basic, like preventing poison, which just deals a little bit of damage at the end of each of your turns. There's Coral Ring, Seal. Seal makes it so your character cannot physically attack or use crafts. Marble Ring, which makes it so your character cannot cast arts. And Blind, which makes your character miss more often. Let's give everyone the tour. There's the namesake bell of Crossbell. The building's so bright. Central Square. Whew, this place is busy as ever. Well, that's no surprise, given how this is more or less the heart of the city. Just look at these stores and restaurants. You can get all your essentials here. It also acts as a hub for leading to other districts if you're in a hurry. And it's only gotten busier with the recent surge in orbital vehicles. Sure looks that way. Okay, everyone, how about we drop by the Orbital store next? You mean the Orbital factory that Chief mentioned? We're around town as the whole place is a huge makeover. Real fancy now. Indeed, this new type of factory focuses more on the commercialized Orbital products. They have a formal contract with the CPD as well. We should be able to rely on them for any of our Orbital needs. If that's the case, I'm sure it won't be long before we have our regulars there. So we should stop and go by... Wow, I am biffing all of these today. So, should we stop by before going to the other districts? Yeah, it should be that corner building over there. Central Square includes a department store, Orbital factory, armory, and a restaurant. Since almost everything you need is available here, it's a good idea to visit if you need to stock up. Gen 10, the city's Orbital store, is located on the eastern side. So, Central Square. Like the game just mentioned, it has your armory down at the bottom right, it has your department store, top left, restaurant, bottom left, and Orbital factory, top right. Let's go check the restaurant first. There's a dude here. Honestly, where is Amiria's Grace gone off to now? The deadline is practically on our doorstep, and like usual, that woman is, got Vincent Cafe. Just a restaurant. Here, you can buy food. Food, unlike regular items that are used, can do more than just cure something. In the case of this juicy steak, it restores 25% of the character's total health and gives them a 25% strength buff for a few turns. This one heals 20% of their health and cures petrification. This one's 30% health and buffs their special attack. And this one revives the character and restores them with 10% health. Notice it's also the cheapest one, because it's not good. There's characters you can talk to. For the sake of not making these videos go by at even more of a snail's pace than they're going to, I'm not going to talk to every NPC. I will talk to some notable ones, like, say, this girl. Ah, how lovely. The hustle and bustle keeps things fresh. Besides, reading here with a cup of coffee in hand relaxes me like nothing else. But I want to keep it to just the characters that I think are super duper important or relevant. Case in point, this little girl. Hiya, are you tourists? Oh, you aren't? Dang. Just when I was about to give you my super duper tour of Crossbell City. That's Mimi. We'll get to learn more about her later. And then we got these two. Pruna. Looks like Arios the hunk saved the day again. Like there was ever any doubt. Swear to Adios, I wish he'd show up and save me too. And Lily. Like, didn't the news say some police people tried to help Arios too? Guess they're not there to steal the credit from him. Bunch of posers. Here's the department store. Let's go talk. Good afternoon. Welcome to Time's department store. Oh, aren't you Miss Ellie? I knew I recognized you. Thank you very much for visiting us today. Miss Ellie? What's that all about? Oh, well, you see, my grandfather and Neston are longtime acquaintances. Miss Ellie's been a precious client for this store ever since she was a child. So she was given VIP treatment? I knew it! She's a spoiled princess! Cut it out, guys. By the way, Miss Ellie, I heard you were looking for employment with the CPD after returning from your studies abroad. That's correct. I'm a police officer now. I'd appreciate it if you'd avoid giving me special treatment when I shop here. I know I'm being selfish, but... Oh, my apologies. I'll respect your wishes then. That won't change the fact you'll always be an important customer in my heart. If there's ever anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to come to me. And we got Cynthia. Welcome to Time's department store. This is the general information desk. If you have any questions regarding the store, please don't hesitate to ask. And Pearl. Imported foods, clothes, shoes, general goods, accessories, and more. We carry all sorts of items, so why not take your time and browse around? And we got this place. Gladys, welcome to Legion's Foods. I deal with a wide variety of imported ingredients. Please make yourself comfortable and take a look. At Legion's Foods, you can buy ingredients. Ingredients are going to be used later for crafting recipes, kind of like the food we saw at the restaurant. Whereas in the restaurant, we have to pay $1,200 for a marbled steak. Here, we can buy the ingredients for it and pay only a fraction of the cost, but we gotta make it instead. Over here, even with this little symbol that says item, you can guess what this is. This is Southwark. Welcome to Southwark General Store. Feel free to browse my wares. I sell Crossbell Times and much more. Southwark sells regular items, even some items we haven't seen yet, like EP Charge, which gives you EP in battle or out of the field. Reviving Mom revives, like I mentioned. These are all generic, like, status heals. I'll talk about them as they come across. And here's an important thing. Crossbell Times Issue 1. You might notice that S1204, Issue 1, that is because this game canonically takes place in their version of the year. It's the Septian calendar, year 1204. So, yeah. Fifth stage of urban development plan announced. This is the future direction of the economy. Let's buy. Now, the Crossbell Times. I believe there are 8 copies of them, and should you be able to collect all copies of this and something else we'll get to later, you'll get a trophy. You are not going to be given a reward for collecting all of these other than the trophy, but for the other thing that we have yet to come across, collecting all of that will give you an item that's good for the endgame. So I will do my best to get them, but if I mess up and don't, then I will most likely have to... I'm making saves at the start of each of these recordings so I can go back and check them out, make sure I didn't miss anything, and that way if I did, I'm not screwing myself over. So here, Prada, welcome to Luca Boutique. We have every style of clothing you could ever ask for, from children's clothes to fancy business suits. Do not hesitate to ask me for assistance. Luca Boutique sells shirts. These are better than the equipment we have on now, and I believe for this chapter and the next chapter only, they will have better clothes than the armory. So it'll be a good idea to shop from them, but they are quite pricey. And we have Baker. Our humble shop primarily deals in small accessories and jewelry. It may seem a bit pricey side, but I assure you each and every one of our products is of the highest quality. Basic Group's accessories are accessories that can do more than just prevent ailment. In the case of Silver Chain, it prevents poison and gives you 5 extra defense. Or this perfect tail. A cute tail accessory. It makes movements as nimble as a cat. The character this is equipped to can move 2 extra spaces in battle. Honestly, kind of nice. And lastly, we've got Hansen. Welcome. If you're looking for a pair of shoes, come to the right store. Runners, leather shoes, boots, you name it. We have a wide selection of shoes to satisfy every customer's need. Feel free to take a look. He sells shoes that are, like over at Luca Boutique, better than the ones you can buy in the Armory. They're only better for this chapter and the next chapter, I believe, but that's fine. Normally, shoes will just give you defense up, movement up, usually a movement of 1. But his shoes are able to give you evasion up. And evasion can be it's anywhere from 0 to 100. It is entirely determined by the character's evasiveness stat, which, if we look at stats real quick, Lloyd has 0, Ellie has 5, Theo has 0, and Randy has 0. Because Ellie has 5, she is the only one who, assuming an enemy has 100% accuracy, will be able to dodge 5% of the time. The higher the number, obviously, the more likely you are to dodge. This game can get you to 100 evasion, and in fact, you are incentivized to do it. And should you reach 100 evasion, that character is now immune to damage that's considered physical attacks. So they're only weak to magic attacks and certain hit attacks. Like, say an enemy has a special move that's like our S-Class. Then we've got Janetta. Wow, he's so cool. What? I didn't say anything. Have a nice day at times. I love this game so much because although I'm not showing every NPC, every single one of these NPCs that we have walked past, I even showed this kid, they're all named, and they all have like different little stories. That kid up top, he comes here every day with his mom because his mom is a shopaholic, and he has to come with her just because she says so because she's his mom. Like, the girl up there, Janetta, she's talking about a guy. It's this guy, Southward. She has a crush on him. And, like, you get to see how things work on from there. These 2 girls out here, every day they gossip, because that's just kind of what they do. This old man sits on the bench here every day, and he'll talk about things that go by. This man will be out here with his daughter all the time, and she'll be talking about things going around and just learning the world around her because she's a little kid. This guy will be handing out balloons to everyone just to try to make people happy. Like, it's all so good. Ooh, I forgot to read this. Bell of Crossbell. This enormous bell was excavated in the Crossbell Estate in the Septian calendar 1185. It is estimated to have been forged during the Middle Ages, using multiple metal alloys. When struck, it emits a low, pleasant ring. It is theorized that the bell was created by some influential person of the times, but its true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Remember that. For now, let's head to Genten. Genten Orbital Store. Look at this place. Wow, so this is the Orbital Store people have been talking about. From the biggest orbital car to the smallest orbment, they have it all. On top of that, their new redesign gives off that sleek and modern feeling, doesn't it? Hard to believe this was just a simple factory 3 years ago. Anyway, we should look for the technician to adjust our ordnance. If I recall correctly, there should be a support counter over there. They'll be able to handle any adjustments to our orbits that we may need. Alright, let's check out the counter then. Okay, what do we got? We got some speakers. It looks like maybe a lamp, some toasters, vacuum cleaners, I guess mini ovens or microwaves possibly. Got a car. Let's see. Possible like landlines, computer, like a personal laptop that's like huge and it's probably several $1,000s. Yeah, I don't really know what these ones are, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff here. Talk to this lady. Chaco, welcome to Genten. This is the customer service desk. For maintenance of your orbital goods, please step right over to the other counter. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Genten Orbital Factory. Shoot, I mean, welcome to Genten Orbital Store. Oh, no way! Lloyd! Is that really you? Wendy? What are you doing in a place like this? How rude. Can't you tell? I'd say it's pretty clear I'm an engineer of the store. Seriously? I know you mentioned you were looking for a job in your letters. I just really wasn't expecting you to run into you like this. Oh, this lovely lady is an old friend of yours, Lloyd? I'm a little jealous. What do you say we have ourselves a fun little date once your shift's over? Now isn't the time for this, Randy. We're on duty for crying out loud. It's nice to meet you, Wendy. I've heard great things about Genten, but the rumors don't do it justice. Oh, you guys are Lloyd's colleagues? Well, to be honest, the shop's whole look is just the manager's personal taste. Oh, and I should have mentioned this sooner, but this is the customer service counter. From here, we can provide maintenance for all your orbit needs. Alright, we'll be leaving our orbits in your capable hands from now on, Wendy. Oh, but our orbits are the Enigma models. Is that going to be an issue? Oh, wow, so you guys get your hands on the brand new models, huh? I got you covered. I should have the tools for them right here. I have a few regulars that use that model, too. Man, Bracers sure do love their orbits. Really? So the Bracer Guild's connections have allowed them to acquire cutting-edge technology as well. Damn, those Bracers really are ways ahead of the curve, huh? This isn't a laughing matter, Randy. Anyway, please don't let us get in the way of your work. We thought we'd just pop in and check the place out. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other from now on, so we'll be counting on you, Wendy. No problem, leave everything to me. Whenever you get that itch to modify your orbit, just let me know and I'll get you all set up. Also, if you have any general questions about your orbits, just ask away. You're speaking to an Orbital Pro, after all. If you select Upgrade Synthesize at the Orbital Store, you can synthesize new quartz or open slots in your battle orbits. If you synthesize new quartz and place them in your orbits, you'll be able to use new arts. Select quartz from the menu. If you open orbit slots, the number of quartz you can set will increase, and will also increase your maximum EP. Select slot from the menu. To use each function, Septium fragments called Sepith are required. You can obtain Sepith by defeating monsters. That is correct. You may have noticed that every character has the same amount of EP, despite the fact that some characters seem much more inclined to be a magic attacker, i.e. Ellie and Tio, than physical ones like Lloyd or Randy. They all have the same starting EP. That's because EP, to cast magic, is not based off character level, but off the level of the orbits themselves. Each of these little cracked lines, so to say, is a slot. By using the quartz that you get from enemies and other sources, you're able to open these slots, and now you can put quartz in them, just like you would for these. You also might be able to notice, if your screen's bright enough, that there are these faded lines. The top line is always a see-through gray, and then for someone like Lloyd, he's got 3 lines that are an orange tint and 3 lines that are a blue tint. That is the lines at the bottom that you see. Whichever quartz you have in the topmost slot, that quartz value, in this case defense 1, giving 1 earth, will be placed upon every line. So, in line orange and line blue, Lloyd has 1 earth. These lines and the values of quartz that you have in each one of them determines what kind of magic you are able to cast. Let's say for a moment I were to open this slot and put in HP 1 to get 1 water. Lloyd would now be able to cast his earth magic, but he'd also be able to cast water magic. Now, line orange would now say 1 earth, 1 water, and line blue would just say 1 earth. The game doesn't really care if you have a line that can't do it. It just checks for, do you have a line that can, do the magic? And that's really nice. It took me way too long to figure out this system, and it only gets more confusing in the next game, but from Cold Steel onwards, they made it much, much more simple. Some characters will also end up having more max EP, because the further down a line goes without separating, the more EP they get with every subsequent opening of a slot. In the case of Lloyd, he should have pretty average EP. Someone like Randy, however, might have a little less because he's got 3 lines total. He's got this 1 green, 2 blues, 3 oranges. Tio, on the other hand, she only has 1 line. That's why she is literally the best magic caster, because every piece of quartz is going to go into line 1, so she is the one who's likely going to be casting the best spells. Ellie kind of has that too, but she just has 1 less slot than Tio. So let's try and make some quartz. I highly recommend for now that if you can, you open up one of Lloyd's slots, possibly 2, if you can afford it. And now you can see these are open. And you're going to want to give Lloyd, I want to say it's HP. And we can leave it at that for now, since everything else is a bit too expensive. we'll get to over these as they come across. And then you can also equip the ordnance right here at the shop if you want, but you don't have to. So now I can hold the square button to see what I have access to, and yeah, I can see I have Stone Spike and Icicle Edge, I have the healing spell, and I have the defense up spell. And because I opened 2 slots, you'll notice that Lloyd now has 62 max EP instead of 52. I believe also, correct, all of these slots, you'll see this little line with the blue one on it. That means the slot can be upgraded again. Each slot has to be opened first, and then can be upgraded. So, that's going to cost a lot of Sepith, as you can probably guess. So, it's going to be a very, very long while before every character is ready. Not without you grinding a lot, at least. That's everything in Central Square. I'd say for now, I end this one here, and next time, we get started on the rest of the tour of Crossfell City, and hopefully getting some work started on that first support request. I'll see you later.